The story greets the viewer with a view of a beautiful metropolis similar to some Dubai. Then we see a boy walking with some lady and her child. And also in the next frame there are flashbacks of this 10-year-old child. The boy's desire to ride a dragon was the most tragic day of his life. The boy is in tears and it's still not clear what happened. It looks like the dragon is not as cute as Toothless in the cartoon How to Train Your Dragon. And now we see the dragon. It looks very creepy, scary, and evil that it seems even the Witcher will run away from fear. And looking at such a monster, our boy almost glued his flippers together in fear as the dragon let his parents in for dinner. Alas, the dragon easily ate his parents like a hamburger for a snack. I feel sorry for the boy who looks with tears in his eyes at how the dragon sent the boy's parents to another world. Then we see a scene in which sorceresses are shown where they write against their background that our boy wants to become a hunter. Also, there is a story about this magical world where, in addition to monsters and all sorts of creatures, there are many beautiful sorceress girls. And that for them it's in the order of things when delicious juicy boobs pop out from under their t-shirt. Our boy seems to have ended up in a beautiful, tasty harem with many cute, delicious sorceresses. And it also becomes clear that in their world, sorceress girls have a dominant role in love relationships. It turns out that here girls have full rights over men, and that their words have more weight here. And this form of government where the woman is in charge is called matriarchy. In this magical world, even if a man has enough strength, his rank does not exceed level D. Next comes a story from the hero, where he says that he entered a prestigious school for hunters despite all prejudices. It looks like the boy's life will not be easy since he is the only man in this establishment, and there are only beautiful girls around. In the new shot, two beauties arrange a real casting, asking the hero which of them has a larger peach. The guy did not expect that his life would be so eventful and fun in the company of girls. It would seem that the guy has gone to heaven, but it seems that every girl dreams of giving a guy a heart attack with epic antics. Two nice ladies who were harassing the boy suddenly heard an evil voice that looked like a demon. But here is one of the rivals who does not want some fans to take our prince away from her. They began to run out of fear as if they were being chased not by an evil girl, but by some dementor from the world of Harry Potter. The evil lady shouts after them that our hero is now the guy for her, so they should stay away from him. Meanwhile, our boy, having heard this whole performance, leaves the office in an angry mood. And then the madam approached the main character, holding her face with her hands and telling him not to attract so much attention. It looks like the girl caught the rage, screaming that if even one lady approaches him, she will immediately turn on berserk mode. The girl is very beautiful with dark blue hair, who proudly says that she is the girlfriend of the main character. This madam is not only her only childhood friend, but also a part-time girlfriend for the boy. At this moment, the hero conducts a monologue saying that in the future, he will not rely on anyone except his personal strength. He also presents an image of how cool he looks, saying that he came here with the goal of becoming a hunter. The new shot shows a beautiful view of the sunset and the streets with a burning lantern. We are also transported to someone's house where they show a dirty room and someone's eaten lunch. And this turns out to be our main character, who says that he has already graduated from hunter school and is now 22 years old. The hero lies on the bed and whines about life, saying that even after graduation he never gained any great power. Then they either called him or sent him a message, to which the hero was very surprised. The boy reacts to this without any particular mood. It looks like the boy is very tired of life. Taking the phone in his hands, he studies it, analyzing who wrote or called him. Having opened the phone, he almost played the box out of surprise when he learned that he had finally become a hunter, like he had now awakened. And he, like an elderly grandfather, doubts such news, thinking that what if this is a new type of deception? He still can't believe that his dream has come true. Now he studies this news in more detail, trying to understand what kind of abilities he awakened. Having learned the truth, he learns that the ability he acquired is a manager for female hunters, which the boy is certainly not happy about. The next frame tells about the difficult journey of female hunters who fight in difficult battles. And also this whole life of hunters and hunters is subject to a variety of surveys from the public. The story goes further where it talks about how men try to please women in everything, and that every beauty should receive true pleasure in the company of a handsome man. And for this, guys must make cosmic efforts so that every girl's bumper is polished to perfection. From such news, the hero swam with shame, knowing that now he would have to spend a lot of milk on all the beauties. The boy is already beginning to imagine future romantic adventures with beauties, and how he has to have fun with every cute lady using all the skills of using a torpedo, and also cool practice of all roles with all the lovely ladies. Afterwards, the hero returns from the world of fantasy to the world of reality, where it is clear from his appearance that he is not happy about it all. But despite all the difficulties of fate, the hero does not give up. Therefore, he carefully studies everything related to his abilities. Then it turns out that the hero has 3 abilities: sword fire and healing, but he has no idea how to activate them. Looking at his phone, he sees what is required of him, namely to find hunters on the map, just like searching for Pokemon in Pokemon Go. After which we see a GPS map no worse than in GTA 5, which shows the location of the hunters. The guy at this moment is surprised how many beautiful ladies there are. No wonder they haven't eaten the guy yet. The protagonist, like a real warrior, wants quick progress of 100 points, but alas, he learns that each beauty costs only 20. Apparently now he has no choice but to proceed from what is. As a result, the hero is not happy that he will become the local version of Hugh Hefner Playboy magazine, a smartphone in his hands. He looks at the GPS and looks for 35 points. Our boy is so upset that everything is not going according to his plan. It would seem that everything is lost, but then, like Pirate Jack Sparrow, he sees a prize of 80 points. And now at this time, one of the beauties approaches the hero, who is worth a certain number of points that the guy wants to receive. The hero analyzes everything about this application, trying to clearly study what's what. Meanwhile, the beauty continues to approach our handsome man. We understand that this lady looks like his childhood friend, which is surprising. The boy sees Madame and stands in amazement that everything is not going according to plan. She meets our boy and says that she missed him very much and wants to have a good time with him. When he found out that this lady was worth 80 points, our hero swam in shock. The main character will have a difficult test, because he will have to push the limousine into the tunnel for the sake of 80 points. Meanwhile, they spend time together where the friend checks the t-shirt that hangs under the melons. Then they have a pleasant lunch where it is clear that they have already eaten well. Looks so cute when she eats, and the guy looks at this spectacle. As they say, the way to a woman's heart is through her stomach, so their lunch went well. For our boy's excellent cooking, the beauty promises to wash the dishes herself, and the boy is very happy about this, so he smiles and hopes that everything will go okay. And then the lady decides to show off her dishwashing skills as if she were auditioning for the best housewife. The girl washes the dishes so beautifully, and the boy meanwhile watches two juicy cherries hanging from under the lady's t-shirt. While she is washing the dishes, the guy is racking his brains over how to raise a conversation about how to successfully shove corn into sorrel. And now he, like Split with multiple personality disorder, is wondering how to quickly open the furry safe, and continues to present a wide variety of female adventures with this sweet lady. The boy burns with shame and looks stupid at this moment, like a character from the movie Dumb and Dumber 2. The guy thinks about this complex problem for so long as if he were facing a complex example from mathematics. Reasoning about 80 points, he concludes that Madame is a very active lady, and in order to earn these points, he needs to cheer up the beauty. He continues to think about all this in his head while looking at Madame's nut. Time passes and he finishes thinking when suddenly from his stupid head we hear the word pink berries. In the next shot, we see a flashback where he is hanging out with this friend during his school days. While they are walking, our beauty asks if our boy likes it when girls show everyone pink beads, to which the guy responds positively, saying that all men like the delicious juicy pink berries of most lovely madams. Having heard such a powerful speech, the girl prepares to respond with something interesting, and he asks him directly whether the two watermelons that are under his shirt have become bigger. Glued his flippers together from such an awkward question, so he doesn't know what to say, and for some reason the girl made a strange grin at that time. It seemed like she found it all funny. Then she begins to joke with him, hitting him in the side with her hand, saying, "Why is he so thoughtful?" The girl seems to be a psychic since she already built a theory that the guy has been dreaming about pink boobs all this time. But still, she likes this whole conversation on these topics, so she smiles. And he tells the guy that in the future, he wants him to beautifully break through the cave with a steel club and hold cherries in his hands. The guy at such a cool moment with a sad face listens to her talk about it. We are transported to the present where the guy continues to think. It looks like the guy is no smarter than a gorilla if he thinks for so long. It looks like the boy is up to something, and his gaze becomes more confident. Meanwhile, my friend continues her feminine duties by washing the dishes like a true wife. While the hero is there deciding what to do, our madam is already taking the initiative by offering to organize a cool quest together. Before she had time to properly propose the idea, our boy immediately managed to grab onto two delicious watermelons. At such a moment, the girl's face became so cute and cartoonish, as if we were watching an anime romance. After this, she asks why our hero is so furiously grabbing the pink beads. To which the hero replies that he was very interested in finding out the exact size of these two apples. The lady is so amazed and surprised by this, that's why her face looks cute. And the guy in his face at such a moment shows that he is in wild ecstasy from what is happening. And he admits that he always loved big juicy fruits and his girlfriend was so happy about these words. Madame turned so red as a tomato from embarrassment and his words that you can see how happy she is that the guy is interested in her. The girlfriend tells the boy that he can continue massaging these juicy melons. While there, our hero, like a Dr. Octopus, grabs all the circles. The beauty watches the process of the game. The main character coolly plays with the mammary glands, while the girl burns with embarrassment. And she tells the guy that she trained for a long time to make these two berries bigger in size. And the guy asks if they can continue the game with more interesting moves and ideas, and he decides to continue their adventure and opens the curtains to see two beautiful shop windows. Having opened her t-shirt, the lady cannot stop rejoicing that the guy is about to start juggling two pairs, and then she asks our boy if he really wants to have fun with these two pink coconuts. And of course, our boy really likes such a brilliant idea, so he agrees. The process has begun, and the main character successfully brings joy by holding and massaging these delicious hills. And at this time, she reports that all the sensory systems of the body have activated all the sensitive points for the boy. From such pleasant touches on her boobs, the lady gets high like in a movie theater and her face turns purple. During this game, they paused and our lady got a little tired from such an active game, and the face became super scarlet because the hero was coolly juggling pink berries. The beauty is now trying to regain her stamina in order to prepare for the second round. Next, the hero talks about ideas to finally place the pipe in the tap and give the lady an unforgettable experience. And now the hero seems to be unlucky, and our girl thinks that it is better to stop for a while at the first round. The boy is not super happy with such words, and his face at such a moment looks sad like a baby's. And the girl says that she's just not entirely sure whether she can handle all this rodeo in the second round. The protagonist, like a real superhero, does not give up and persuades the girl to take part in the second round of games. She's so surprised that our boy looks so cool, like he's the main character of a shounen anime. Despite the embarrassment, he is confident that he can persuade the lady to quickly open the socket so that the flash drive fits in well. And of course, as a true childhood friend, she cannot refuse our prince to achieve a pleasant buzz. The girl sees how easily the guy's crane was able to rise and prepares to go into the shaggy pipe. And it also opens the way for the club to enter the hole. The quest continues and they are preparing to place each attribute in the right place. Meanwhile, the hero is in no hurry to shove the bat into the sorrel because he enjoys pink coconuts. He also tells the beauty that he is now in charge and will decide which women's gadgets he will inspect. Now they are gradually starting to get closer and getting a ton of euphoria from each other. And the hero is diligently trying to make Madame feel true bliss. Madame, of course, is happy that the hero is diligently preparing to push the snake into the cave. The guy is glad that the girl is not indifferent to him, so he will try to do everything right. The warm-up seems to be coming to an end and the girl seems ready to open the bumper for corn. Before letting the snake into the hole, our beauty decides that it's time for her to make some adjustments to the game too. And she decides to kiss the main character, apparently in order to better prepare for the plug to go into the socket. She really offers a delicious kiss with such a cute face that no guy will definitely refuse. The hero, of course, is happy about this idea, so he gets a kick out of the fact that the girl is so active. So their love kiss happened, which is not inferior in epicness to Shrek and Fiona. After a cool interaction between lips and gums, our heroes look at each other with sweet faces like true lovers. They still weren't full, so they repeated the fusion of lips to better remember each other's tastes. The lady cannot help but rejoice at such a romantic moment, so her face shines with hearts. After the kiss, the guy successfully decides to play with pink cherries so skillful hands do everything right. And the girlfriend demands that the guy not rush so quickly in their love confrontation. In response, she hears only one thing: to silently relax and enjoy. Finally, the time has come, and our boy decides to take out a blade to shove it into the hamburger as quickly as possible. And now the guy is in full combat readiness, and the snake is also ready to enter the shaggy jungle. The beauty at this time looks at the scepter and waits for it to fly into the hole. And he looks at the hero with a sweet look, waiting for the moment when he begins to act. But for some reason, the boy decided not to rush and is standing thinking about something, but it seems he is not endowed with a special mind. And the baby at this time is already fully prepared and asks the guy to finally start the game. But it looks like the hero decided to start with foreplay so that he could then happily place the kebab in the pipe. Both look sweetly at each other, apparently wanting to improve the general atmosphere before the feast. Therefore, she too is in no hurry to move forward and decides to relax together with the hero, cuddling up to each other. The guy is lucky since he got such an opportunity to see how the beauty enjoys their time together. And then the hero, looking at her, is very happy that the sausage is about to go into the sandwich and have a great time there. The moment came and our boy took out the python, causing the lady to freeze in embarrassment. And the hero, looking at the girl, says that he is proud that the cobra is big and is confident that it will easily fit in the hole. The anaconda came close to the lady, and at this time she looked at this work of art with pleasure. Madame praises the guy for having such a cool faucet and that he definitely won't let you down. In the eyes of the beauty, we see that she is ready for the guy to stick a torpedo into the dungeon. The beauty holds this delicacy in her hands and looks at it with sweet eyes that the most interesting thing is about to begin. She started with gentle movements and now gently holds the baton in her hands. And now this moment has come, and the princess tastes the kebab in the hope that the superhero will like it. Having tasted this delicacy, she looks at it without even knowing what to answer to the protagonist. And the boy reports that while she was there cleaning the tap, he was ready to release the white potion. The game is in full swing, and we finally see that the hero takes off the curtains and prepares to let the snake into the house. And the girl burns with shame from this, not understanding how to react correctly to all this. The main character is also already tired of all these foreplay and pauses, so the viper will soon enter the shelter. Madame is already on the edge, so she concludes that she is ready for anything, and as soon as the guy pushes the train into the lair, everything will be cool. The time has come, and the girl hears the cherished words that it is time to put the plug in the socket. She happily agrees to open the nest where the snake will jump back and forth for a while. As soon as the hero shoves the kebab into the hamburger, all that remains is to work together to reach the white ketchup. Next, we see a detailed look at the face of the hero, who approached their game very responsibly. Our lady is already tired of waiting for so long, so she asks the boy to push the anaconda into the abyss as soon as possible. The guys started their rodeo together, so the girl started screaming in ecstasy. The lady, in the classic style of the genre, shows the hero a cute face and cute eyes, telling him that the baton is just super. Their love is so strong that the girl looks very beautiful from any angle. But for some reason, the hero is already tired of these one-goal games, so he is going to add speed to the pipe. The guy's face looks so courageous and cool that this only means one thing. He is ready to play at full strength. Our boy also tells the beauty that she should not worry, and that the putter will play perfectly on the hole. The friend believes that the protagonist will do a great job, and that the hot dog will have a great time inside the gate. The girl is happy that there is a real war with her with strong corn that jumps well inside the mine. The process is in full swing, and in the meantime the plug releases a lot of energy inside the socket, and the lady experiences euphoria at this time. And during this fight, the guy enjoys the fact that she is going crazy from the powerful and strong bat. We see how the beauty is in seventh heaven, and having a great time with the torpedo. Their crusade continues, and the putter successfully bounces inside the hole. At this time, the lady feels a cool flow of forces where the sausage is preparing for the final chords. And like a true wife, she can withstand all the guy's shots from the big pipe. Now the boy is already at the limit of his strength, and soon the magic wand will fire a white spell. Madame, during active play, prepares for the shot of white milk. And finally, our hero reached the final notes and successfully sent the white potion into the hole. And the baby gently and beautifully feels how white ketchup coolly walks in the abyss. The main character is very pleased with the progress and is now confident that any beauty will date him. So their fun night has come to an end, and now morning has come with a bright blue sky. After yesterday's rodeo, our boy is exhausted and is trying to restore his lost chakras. Before the boy had time to wake up normally, he, like a typical teenager, immediately turned on his smartphone. The hero read a message from a friend and wrote that the lady really liked yesterday's quest and that the shot of white ketchup was very cool. He is glad that the potion flew into the lair, causing the lady to float into ecstasy. She also remembers how yesterday a friend went crazy about a limousine that drove coolly in the tunnel. Since the boy completed the task by winning the heart of a sweet lady, now the hero's statistics should increase. The music didn't play for long, and he learns that a repeated quest with the same girl will not bring as many points as the first time. And it becomes clear that in order to improve his power levels, he will have to again arrange adventures with girls. In the next frame, the hero clearly studied the statistics, so he is glad that the dream of becoming a hunter has come true. The next day, we see a great view of the city, where we hear a monologue of a guy who says that he is going to the guild like in an isekai anime. The story goes on, and we learn that there are 3 representatives, each represented by a beautiful lady, and all of them have individual tasks. At this time, the boy is thinking about which direction he should go and show his hunter skills. Now he evaluates each of the options, where one of them shows a cute semi-cat with boobs. And we also find out that a childhood friend is also participating in this event. Because of this, he's not particularly happy about it, because then the girlfriend will drive the guy into hysterics and put him on a chain. The guy concludes that if she finds out about his achievements, then she will easily and simply recruit the hero with a shaggy safe. He is unlikely to be disappointed, but still decides to diversify his adventures and not limit himself to just his girlfriend. Therefore, the boy, like a true warrior, is ready to diversify his adventures in this difficult world. Now he, like a spy, hides his personal skills so that all the girls don't attack him like a pack of hungry wolves. Arriving at the Hunters Association, the hero talks with the local version of Bill Gates, where the hero says that he wants to be a hunter. The boring, bespectacled guy reluctantly says that he wants to help, and how a true boor adjusts his glasses and sees that in front of him is a man in a hood, where his eyes were for the first 5 seconds is not clear. The main character with a stupid face asks what difference does it make what gender he is. It turned out that it was a false alarm, so the bespectacled man calms the boy down. A businessman finds out that the guy is only 22 years old and calls him Kim Sung-chol. The registration was successful, so the boy can exhale, otherwise he was already preparing to shit his pants. The animal runs towards the catcher and, passing by different people, another cute beauty passes by. She is surprised to see that this is a guy, and gets the impression that she is seeing a man for the first time. The guy, like a sniper rifle, sees all the points of most ladies that their points don't even reach their girlfriends, and at this moment all the other madams look in his direction and glare. The boy has too much imagination, and he begins to like being a manager for female hunters. The boy meditates like a monk in the hope that the best beauty in the future will sit safe on a pole. And just like that, the boy meets a beautiful girl in clothes similar to those that children wear on Halloween. Seeing her 50 points, our boy was immediately happy, and the snake already wants to go into the den. The lady looks like an angel, which is why the boy melted in amazement. And the red-haired girl at this moment is preparing the guy for another adventure. Our boy froze in place due to stupidity, and his face leaves much to be desired. Now the hero has approached the teleporter, and is going to use the technique of the flying thunder god 4 Hokage, and go on a new quest. Arriving at the place, he sees that this is his first dungeon, which is a classic for the isekai anime genre. The boy decides to look around in search of enemies and prepares to attack. And he sees green goblins before his eyes. It looks like this is a beta version of the Green Goblin Norman Osborn from the Spider-Man universe. He, like a samurai and a ninja, holding a sword in his hands, is preparing for an epic, fantastic battle with them. He then analyzes the battle, trying to come up with a plan of attack. He raised his blade and prepared to make a striking attack with his sword, and the goblin froze in horror and fear, waiting for the monster to be sent to mince. The goblins do not give up and begin to work together to attack the boy. And now the hero is using super cool combo techniques with a sword to attack the goblins. He successfully defeated a horde of monsters with his awesome sword skills. The hero defeated so easily with just one swing of his sword, and the goblins became dinner. The boy gets a kick out of his own skills, so his confidence grows like a baton. He is so proud that he has become stronger that it seems that his self-esteem has flown into space. But the joy was premature, and our boy froze in place when he saw another enemy. The new monster attacks with a baton, hoping to smack the boy like a snail. At this time, he beautifully blocks the attack like a shonen hero. The guy is struggling with his last strength to survive in this harsh world. The next day comes and we see a beautiful, beautiful building, but what is happening to our boys is still not clear. And his childhood friend at this time is thinking about him and wondering where he disappeared to. While our boy is walking somewhere, his girlfriend is waiting at the hot springs, just like Hachiko, who is waiting for the owner. While she is there talking about the guy, some girls invite Our Lady to go have a drink. She refuses them, saying that she's tired. You'd think he ran around the stadium for 15 laps to get tired. And they say goodbye to her, saying that they are very upset by this refusal. And they say among each other that each of them wants to get on the baton as soon as possible, but they cannot find this opportunity. The hero's girlfriend is now so bored that, out of despair, she gives a cave massage in order to somehow relax. Then they move into the frame where we see that red-haired lady with a hat on her head. Time passes, and our hero still seems to be fighting monsters in the rain. As it turned out, the hero was just tired, and behind him lay a bunch of defeated monsters and creatures. Afterwards, we are switched to a slide where the hero is already submitting a report on the task and receives a reward. And one of those who accepts the results from the hunters praises the boy for his success. The guy did a good job and made good money for epic battles in the forest. The boy felt all the thrill from such work, so he is going to strike while the iron is hot. Also remembers her first joint games with her childhood friend, where the guy beautifully pushed a limousine into a tunnel. Now his main goal is that red-haired beauty from Halloween, which is why the hero strives to push the club into the hole. The boy has grandiose plans and is going to achieve his goals faster. By turning on the map from Far Cry 3, he found the beauty's location and goes straight to the goal. It seems that the hero has little skill in using a GPS map, which is why his tiny brain is frozen from dullness and cannot find the target. After many searches, he apparently hears someone's sound and finds the lady in the dark forest, where she fights some monster and tries to survive. The hero already regretted coming here, not wanting to get involved in a previously losing battle. But the redhead does not back down and uses amazing magic to defeat the monster. Hope dies last, and the epic attempt to defeat the monster is a complete failure. The red-haired madam screams that she is already exhausted and apparently now will go for a snack for this monster. And the hero suddenly decides to perform a heroic feat to save Madame from death. Just like a prince on a white horse saving a princess from certain death. She recognizes him, saying that she saw a guy the other day in one of the educational buildings. The guy gets angry, saying that this is not the answer he expected, saying that he is saving her and she is shaking her license. Apparently, the hero came across an evil version of the sorceress from the land of Lake. Now they will have to work together to escape the monsters. The red-haired sorceress does not give up and again creates witchcraft to try to kill all the enemies. She uses a technique called Tornado, which is similar to Naruto's Rasengan, and apparently the attack was successful. The lady was so happy that she was able to win that she started showing off to the guy. Apparently, feminism always solves everything. The battle is over, and we are watching the beautiful sky at night.